Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so a very interesting piece of news, I guess, has come up. Something very strange has been noticed on the JP version of the game that could be a huge hint towards what is going on for the anniversary on JP, which is of course coming out very soon. I mean, hopefully soon we will just get full-on confirmation, right, of what is going on. But in the meantime, whilst we all speculate, there's something that kind of leans definitely into one direction. Nothing is, of course, confirmed at this point. This could mean something completely different. We don't know. But with the way the game usually works, there's obviously a lot that we can potentially draw from like this information, right? So shout out to Air Dokkan for posting this. It's a retweet of there's an original Japanese tweet, and then of course this post was made with the translation. So mysterious error in the story event for Dragon Ball Super BROLY. So this is the free-to-play story event where you can farm up the couple of different free-to-play units. Nothing really super crazy about the event, but it's you know, just there for free to play. There's some farmable SA fodder, stuff like that. But mysterious error until around noon on January the 17th. This is obviously in Japan time, because over here in the UK, I'm recording this, it's about after 9:30 in the morning. So JP's obviously ahead by a little bit. If you try to access the story event through the Portal of Memories, right, where you can go back and do any old story events that are currently not active in the game, it gives you an error message that says this page is currently under preparation. So this is like the kind of thing where we can often tell, you know, like on Global, if we don't know which celebration is potentially coming next, there's a way that we can kind of tell when we see these story events that are in the Portal of Memories, and then it comes up saying that like the event comes back in like 2 days or something, right? And then we can kind of reverse engineer that, and it's like, well, we know all of these story events came back when this particular unit dropped on JP, so that means that is probably going to be the next thing that is coming out on Global. And this is kind of like a similar situation to that, right? If this event is being revamped or having some update given to it, then it lends credence to the idea that the next celebration coming up on JP is going to be Dragon Ball Super related. Now, we did have the V-Jump leaks in the news the other day that came out. I was away, I didn't really cover it. It was only like 1 or 2 images that showed Goku and Frieza, which had a lot of people thinking Tournament of Power. But with what we've seen so far with the 2 teasers being Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F, one of the big theories that is being put around, which I know Truth is all in on, is that the teasers are basically showing everything that builds up and goes through Dragon Ball Super, and then the main theme, or like the main headliners for the anniversary, are going to be what comes after Dragon Ball Super, which obviously implies, with I guess kind of the movie's theme as well, that that will be Dragon Ball Super BROLY and then Dragon Ball Super Superhero. So one of the things that we talked about a while back as being one of the popular theories for the anniversary is Beast Gohan and Blue Gogeta. So this definitely lends some credence to that if the theme of the headliners is going to be post Dragon Ball Super, like post the Tournament of Power, and then it's those 2 movies, right? So it says here, it's hard to imagine an error message like that suddenly appears for no reason. Even though no one's done anything, it's possible they're preparing to change the content for the anniversary. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, what will they be doing to this event specifically? And so I brought up the event here on the wiki. So you can see the event is just a pretty standard story event. There are, 12 stages in total. There's the farmable free-to-play Gogeta that has an Easy A. There's the farmable free-to-play Goku and Vegeta in the winter coats that have their Easy A's. However, there's also the farmable Frieza and Broly that awaken into Golden Frieza and Super Saiyan Broly. And these 2 free-to-play units do not have Easy A's. Now, obviously, the story event itself doesn't Easy A the character, right? They get Extreme Z areas, but if this was going to be a big part of the celebration, you could see this getting revamped into either a Dragon Ball story event, like under the other heading, or they could even add some sort of update with a new stage. Maybe we get a Broly movie version of like a free-to-play farmable Whis, maybe Piccolo, who knows, maybe even a free-to-play version of Blue Gogeta. That would be kind of cool. or a free-to-play full power Broly. Imagine if the first standalone full power Broly in the game was actually a free-to-play one. So both of these units, if we are going to see a Dragon Ball Super themed anniversary celebration, I could imagine that we will see both of these guys easy A. The Frieza could be really good because as a free-to-play unit, he's a movie boss's support unit that has damage reduction and builds up defense by receiving attacks. He already has a very good base kit. So if you throw an easy A out there, give him a bit more base damage reduction, give him some start of turn attack and defense, right? He could be looking really, really good. He also raises allies' attack on super attack effect as well. So if he becomes a unit that's actually reasonably worth running in slot 1, then for a movie boss's team especially, he could be very, very good. And then the Broly, obviously he's just another Super Saiyan Broly, so he does compete with a bunch of other characters for the same name. And he's very, very basic, right? Attack and defense 40%, additional 30% at the start of each turn up to 60. So turn 1, he gets an extra 30, and then turn 2, he gets the extra 30 again, and then that's it, and that's kind of all he does. He raises attack infinitely and does supreme damage. So he definitely needs some improvements, right? Like give him raise attack and defense. Infinite stack would be nice. More start of turn stats. And then obviously maybe a bigger buff. Give him some sort of actual tech, whether it's built in additional, something like that, right? And then this guy could be at least an interesting free-to-play unit. I don't see him necessarily being one that an easy A gives him a crazy buff, but you know, he ends up being like one of the best free-to-play easy A's. I don't really see that happening, but he could be decent. But Golden Frieza I definitely think has a lot of potential. And so, of course, that leads us to, if we are going to have the anniversary be themed around the Broly movie, what will we see? Because a lot of people already very heavily set on one of the headliners being Beast Gohan, and then of course the other one we would imagine would be some form of Gogeta, because we have the base form Gogeta who awakens into, well, I say awaken, transforms into blue mid-battle. We have the Super Saiyan Gogeta who transforms into blue mid-battle as well. We still do not have a standalone blue Gogeta. Now, of course, we could see standalone blue Gogeta for the first time. We could see, considering we got one for the worldwide celebration for Vegito, we could see a Goku and Vegeta that fuse into blue Gogeta. I honestly hope not. Like, as much as I do like fusion units, and I do like the Vegito from the worldwide celebration, I think we're all kind of tired of these units that need to reach a certain condition to fuse to then be the character that we actually really want to play as. So I would really like to see the headliner just be a standalone blue Gogeta, because yeah, blue Gogeta standalone is the only one we don't have from the movie, right? We just have the standalone base, we have the free-to-play version as well, and then the Super Saiyan one, and then we have ones that transform into blue, but not the standalone one. And then of course, as potentially a part 2 LR for the carnivals, if they do go back to actually giving us some extreme buffs, we could finally see our first standalone full power Broly. For me, that would be perfect for the anniversary. Beast Gohan, Blue Gogeta, and then the part 2 LRs being full power Broly and either Cell Max or Gamma 1 and 2 with the Core Breaker Sacrifice attack. I think that would be a super hype anniversary. Personally, I would like to see a Cell Max part 2 LR, because especially with the release of Hirudegarn, like we need more big extreme characters with big bad bosses. Like, I think that would be very good. I know Cell Max is not a character a lot of people would be hyped about, but I think Cell Max would be good. But yeah, finally getting our first full power Broly standalone as an LR. He'd be a carnival LR, so that'd be really good. He could be a 200% lead for like full power potentially. I don't think it fits him to be a movie boss's lead, but either way, that would be very, very good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think that this mysterious message appearing if you tried to play this event does mean anything? I mean, like it says in the post that Air Dokkan shared, it's like, why would this event, which has been playable in the Portal of Memories until recently, why would it now have this message to say that the event is under preparation? Or even just it was a message that said the event's currently not available. Like, why would that be the case unless they were potentially doing some kind of update to it? So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think the anniversary will be at least in some way related to Dragon Ball Super Broly? Will it be the movies that come after Dragon Ball Super the series? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.